Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Fernando Alonso alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Verstappen, Baxter, Leclerc, Norris, Perez, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Albon, Gasly, Ocon, Magnussen, Bottas, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Joe, and Logan Sargent. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. The last few
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap, please. We're learning the gears, so let's go through them all if you can. No rain expected, no rain expected for the time being. Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Keep on him, he might make a mistake. Okay, clear. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.8 seconds. Okay mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Thank you so much. You've been great all weekend. To everyone back in the factory, on the pit wall, you've been amazing.
Well done mate, well done. That's a great finish. You've really stepped up and achieved what we asked you to do today, so good job.
So let's review the updated drivers. We're under the lights once again here in Qatar. Last year we took a year off due to a small footballing tournament that was being hosted, but it's all excitement on the track now. We're back here in Losail for a track that's 3.34 miles long. There are 16 turns around its unique three-prong shape and just a single DRS zone out of turn 16. It's fast and it's flowing, and there's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS down the long straight and into turn 1. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Baxter lines up on pole position, and Fernando Alonso completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Sainz, Verstappen, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Albon, Hamilton, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Bottas, Ricciardo, Joe, Sargent, Ocon, Leclerc, Gasly, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And with me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Baxter. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Okay, how was that pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well. Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate. Keep on him, he might make a mistake. Okay mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD. Got that, confirmed. Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. On Ocon. Okay, it looks like the problem's terminal. They're retiring the car. Charles is in for his stop now. yellow flag. Green flag. Okay, I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and check it out. Okay, copy that. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. We're leading the car behind by 10.7 seconds. The car behind's gaining on you by 0.5 a lap. Alonso's ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:26.4. Okay, you're dropping back by around 1.4 seconds. Right, let's go, come on! That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres. Catching the car ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race. Okay, good work. Great pass. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Final lap, push, push. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining, 5 laps of fuel left. Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
And with that, another year of Formula One draws to a close and a new World Drivers' Champion is declared. Another entry added to that prestigious list of the sport's most incredible drivers. That's a spectacular victory. So let's review the drivers' standings. We also crown a champion today, as their lead at the top is now an insurmountable one. What a great year it's been for Formula One. Well, after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an especially